or stay in chaos. I'd like to see a film where what happens is that Max finds himself in like a community that that's like trying to get back together. It's like in The Remnants of Sydney, Australia, but these group of barbarians just keep ruining shit because they hate the idea of going back to, the way things were. So maybe do something like that. But anyway, thank you for those questions, Mitch Meister. Moving on now to the Spawn 117. And first question is, what are your thoughts on the new Mad Max game? I haven't played it, really want to, though. I really, really, really want to play that game. But I haven't yet, because I don't have money for it. And I don't think it came out for Yes, I still have an Xbox 360. That's how freaking poor I am. Anyway. So, yeah. I really want to get it. Really do. Second question: if you were in Mad Max, would you? What would your car, truck be, and what weapons? I already answered this one, really. So, moving on. What would happen if Sakura, Ruby from Ruby, Agent Venom, Optimus Primal, Jason Todd, and Revy were in the world of Mad Max, and how would they survive? Probably, I think Jason, Revy, and Sakura would be, and Venom as well, would be handling things pretty well. Alright. So, thank you for those questions, Spawn117. Moving on now to Wolfman the Impaler, who asks, Max walks into the bar from dusk till dawn and meets Ash Williams, Kung Fury, Machete, Snake Plissken, the dude from Big Lebowski, and Old Man Logan just before feeding time for the vampires, and just as the bar is attacked by raiders possessed by the Necronomicon. What happens? Shit gonna get fucked up. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Is that shit's just gonna go everywhere, and there's gonna be blood and guts, and, there's gonna be, like, few chicks there. Like, it's gonna be a blood orgy. Just a fucking blood orgy. Alright, second question. If you are forced to fight in the Thunderdome, but you can... you're forced to fight in the Thunderdome, but you can pick your opponent. Who do you pick for the following? Max himself, Jason Voorhees, Roberta from Black Lagoon, anyone from the comment section armed with a laser chainsaw from Sharknado 3, or Robbie from Gravity Falls after taking Bane Venom. To quote Major Badass, who commented on your questions, Wolfman, Jesus fucking Christ. I think I would fight, Trying to think, who would I fight out of all those? I think I would fight you with the laser chainsaw, because I have a feeling that you wouldn't know how to work it, Wolfman. Anyway. And I've got an inkling that you may be too high to care. Just throwing that out there after the past few questions you've had. Anyway, third question. What is the coolest thing from Fury Road? Not characters or anything, but car designs, the guitar flamethrower, costumes, and stuff like that. I think the coolest thing about Fury Road is that it kind of showed that you don't need giant, use of CGI. You don't need, over-explaining the plot. You don't need to, do all these, things that you see a lot of films do these days in today's modern cinema. And it goes kind of back to a time when you just wanted to watch what the fuck happened and figure it out for yourself. And I feel like George Miller really got that and really got to the bare bones of it. So, really, that's what I think at the core is really cool about Fury Road. And it's still probably one of my favorite movies of the year. When I do a top 10 list, it's going to be on that top 10. Shit, it may even be in the top 5. That's where it is right now mentally. So... yeah. So, thank you for those questions, Wolfman. Moving on now to Alistair Boneman, who asks, we ride for Valhalla, and Sean... We ride for Valhalla, shiny and chrome. First question. What would Max think of other post-apocalyptic movies, universes? He would just look at him and go, oh, you guys have something to cling on to. I ain't got shit to cling on to. No, don't give me that shit about, oh, you have nothing, Rick Grimes. You have your son. I watch my children and my wife get killed. Well, my child and my wife get killed, but you get the point. Oh, and you have friends? I have nobody. So quit your bitching. Oh, you fight zombies. I have to fight cannibals. I have to fight fucking nut jobs with rebreathers. Fuck you, man. That's what I imagine, especially with talking with Rick Grimes. Anyway. I think he'd just look at most apocalyptic films and be like, you guys get it easy. You have some semblance of a society. I ain't got shit. Anyway. Second question. If you could create your own Mad Max story, what would you write? Kind of like what I explained before with the whole civilization being formed, but barbarians keep being like, no, we need this world in chaos and all that. Excuse me. So your third question is, what did you think of Tom Hardy playing Max? I liked it. I think he did a really good job. I think he was really good at dealing with the emotional part of just kind of this mentally broken man, and more or less letting his physicality as well as his facial features do most of the acting. I really think he conveyed that pretty well. So I would really like to see Hardy come back to do Max again. I think that would be completely awesome. So, thank you for those questions, Alistair. Moving on now to Andrew Varney, who asks, so the TARDIS ends up in the Mad Max universe, stranding the 12th Doctor, Clara, and Missy. The group encounters Max. What do they think of each other, and what happens next? Pure, utter chaos, especially Missy in this kind of world, because it is still the Master, and the Master, at her core, loves chaos, so, yeah. Anyway. Second question. The Crystal Gems end up in the Thunderdome. Could they defeat Master Blaster, Lord Humongous and his gang, Immortan Joe, and earn their freedom? Yeah, these Garnet can swim through solid lava. Pearl is a swords master, and Amethyst is a fucking animal. Not to mention they can fuse, as well as, take a horrible amount of damage that would kill most people. So yeah, everyone there would be dead. Third question. Mad Max reacts to the following: MLP Universe, Five Nights at Freddy's, Slenderman, DBZ, RoboCop, Mortal Kombat, and Terminator. I think he would go insane. He would, look at each universe and be like, I am fucking crazy, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. What is life? What is my life? Anyway, thank you for those questions, Andrew. Moving on now to Burnouter7, who asks, what superheroes could work in the Mad Max universe? I'd like to see what Gotham would look like in this Mad Max universe. I'd like to see, maybe a cult of, a Joker cult. Yeah, like a cult of Jokers. Not like the Joker gang in Batman Beyond, but more like a cult that worships the Joker like a evil Jesus. Like, oh, you shall be in the land of Arkham. Like, Arkham's now heaven, and everyone wants to go to Arkham to be with, their Lord Joker. And you have Batman. Well, maybe you'd have, like some new Batman, or, something like the Sons of Batman from Dark Knight Returns, or something of that matter. So, if anything, yeah, the Batman thing would be really cool. I can't think of any others right now, but the Batman one right now, yeah, that sounds pretty fucking awesome. Anyway, what movies do you think Mad Max would have if he was in Mortal Kombat? Oh, what moves? Okay, I thought you said movies. Moves in Mortal Kombat. Okay, basically, if Mad Max was he's asking if Mad Max was a character in Mortal Kombat X as a guest character, what kind of moves would he have? I think, for the quick attack, he would just have that sawed-off he carries. Another one would be, he just pulls out a wrench and just bashes you in the head with it. Some other moves would be maybe take out, a meat hook and just jam it through the guy's lower jaw and just yank. I don't know, just a few. I can't think of variations, though. I can't really think of variations, but I'd love to have something Like, he just gets in his car, like the fatalities, like he gets in his car, runs the guy over, then backs up, and just crushes the guy's skull under the tires, and then just does a burnout with spraying the organs everywhere. Oh, I think too much about these fatalities. Whew. Third question. What do you want to see in the next movie? Kind of already answered that, Burnouter, so... But thank you for those questions, regardless, Burnouter. Moving on now to Christian Sager, who asks... Max meets Snake Plissken, Hoska Elgato, Ash Williams, Sam and Max, what happens? Pure, utter chaos. Just pure, utter chaos, that's all I can say. Instead of Jack Black, what if Guitar Guy was the substitute teacher of School of Rock? Oh, you mean the Doof Warrior. The Doof of Rock. Let's do this. And your final question is, a few Daleks find themselves in the barren wasteland. How do they survive? Well, it is a radioactive wasteland, and Daleks feed on radiation, so I think they'd be fine, and depending on how many Daleks there are, they'd just be doing what they always do. Exterminate! Exterminate! Yeah. Anyway, thank you for those questions, Christian Sager. Moving on now to Robert Avram, who asks... hang on. If you made a custom-built car for yourself and survived the what kind of weapons? I'll answer this one because he's talking about weapons. 250 caliber machine guns, giant ass, like sledgehammer type weapon, and flamethrowers, and something to really throw off people. Like maybe a giant airsoft gun or a giant cannon that shoots horse cum, because why not? That would really throw off your enemies, wouldn't you? Like, just get hit with that and just be like, I want to go home now. Fuck that guy. I want to go home. I gotta wash this stuff off. Anyway. Okay, 10 witty one-liners. Can't really think of 10 right off the bat, Avram, sorry, so... Yeah, I'll just answer with what I had already. Oh, what a day, what a lovely day. You shall be awaited in Valhalla. Mediocre! Witness me. The Ayatollah of rock and rolla. And be still, my dogs of war. I know you have suffered, for we have all, but we do things my way. I probably butchered that last one, but anyway, moving on. Third question. Here's a crossover idea. Mad Max and Ash from Evil Dead, John Rambo, The Expendables, The Losers, the Yang Jang Dong Gun from Warrior's Way, and all mashed up and had a fight, fighting a resurrected Immortan Joe and an army of deadite parasites. Warboy. Wow, this isn't totally insane. It truly is crazy, Robert. That is truly crazy right there. All I can say is wow. Alright, well, thank you for those questions. Moving on now to Shockwave Spider, who asks, are you looking forward to the upcoming Mad Max game? Well, it's already out, but yeah, I am looking forward to playing it. Alright, Rex Salazar and Randy Cunningham and Phineas and Ferb end up in the post-apocalyptic world of Mad Max. What would their reaction be and what would happen? I think Randy would be like a cool Mad Max kind of ninja, and Rex would be kind of out on his own. Phineas and Ferb would be completely traumatized by the horrors they would see. So, yeah. Do you own any Mad Max movies or games, and if so, which... No, I actually don't own any of the Mad Max DVDs. I've just seen them all. They're played so much on TV these days. Well, I had to watch the other one on paper. I had to watch Fury Road on pay-per-view, but I think it counts. But no, I don't own any physical DVDs. Want to, but I don't. So thank you for those questions. Moving on now to Andre Partridge, who asks, how do you think Mad Max will react if he accidentally was transported into the world of Mario Kart? Yeah, that's something I would really like to see. Him just driving through like Yoshi, then backing up to make sure he was dead. Imagine like if he got mushrooms. No, here's what his car would do. He would just lean out with the shotgun and just blow Mario away when he was close enough, you know? Something like that, I imagine. Anyway. Second question. What will happen if Old Man Logan and Mad Max met each other in a bar? Man, those two... Yeah, Mad Max